Hi friends, good morning to all of you, and I welcome you once again. Just tell me the number of questions that we have discussed so far. If everything will be on time, I will finish your FM syllabus in next 2 days. The number of questions that we have discussed, 75 questions we have discussed. Okay. The student who thought that who messaged me, sir, in heat transfer, semi-infinite plate is not in our syllabus. So just for your sake of knowledge, in GATE 2005, they asked a 2 marks question from the semi-infinite plate. So go through this derivation in a proper manner. This is the derivation. Most of time you skip that array. Who will study this one? So in future also they can ask such type of question in GATE. Transient heat conduction in semi-infinite solid. Directly from this equation they ask this question. That t to the power minus 1 by 2. 2 marks easy and 3 marks. If you know the concept. First, we will discuss laminar and turbulent flow in pipes and channels, and after that, we will discuss even small difficult topic, that is the flow between two parallel plates. So write down next. Laminar flow in pipes and channels. Laminar flow in pipes and channels. Laminar flow in pipes and channels. Up to this point, the equation which we have derived, we can in this section nearly 8 to 9 equation I have derived. All those equations are applicable for both laminar as well as turbulent flow. Write down first laminar flow of Newtonian fluids. Laminar flow of Newtonian fluids. So we need to discuss 4 things, or we can say 5 things. First one is velocity distribution. Second one is average velocity. And third one is alpha. Fourth one is beta. And fifth one is fanning friction factor. Write down first velocity distribution. We have 2-3 methods to derive this equation, but in this section we will follow the McCabe-Smith, because in McCabe-Smith that method is one of the simplest method to solve this equation. Remember this diagram which I told you, that we will use this diagram everywhere. This diagram, in this diagram, remember one more thing, that this RW is equal to this R plus 5y. the velocity distribution, the relation between the local velocity and position in the stream is found as follows. Is found as follows. In circular channels, because of the symmetry, about the axis of the tube, about the axis of the tube, the local velocity u depends only on the radius because it is a radial function. Consider a ring. Consider a ring, or we can say consider a thin ring of radius r and width dr. Forming an element of cross-sectional area ds. So ds is equal to 2 pi r into dr. We know that. Now, in one thing also students have a lot of confusion, and that is sometimes we are going to write tau is equal to mu into du by dy, and sometimes tau is equal to minus of mu into du by dr. Then students are confused, sir. In one we are going to take negative sign, and in one we are going to skip the negative sign. So please remember this thing. If you are going to take tau is equal to mu into du by dy, what does it mean? It is for plate. As you are going away from the plate, it means velocity is going to increase. So as distance is going to increase, velocity is going to increase. Is it clear? But in case of pipe, we assume that the center line the center line, we will take the center line as a reference point. And we know that at the center line, the velocity is maximum. As you will move away from the center line towards the wall of the pipe, then the velocity is going to decrease, because at the center line, velocity is maximum. But at the surface, velocity is zero. So in that case, because as r is going to increase, the velocity is going to decrease. That's why we use tau is equal to minus of mu du by dr. There should be no confusion to any student. Is it clear? That in which case we use minus and plus? Yes or no? At center line, velocity is maximum. That's why, and r is equal to 0. As you will go away from the center line, it means r is going to increase, but velocity is going to decrease, because velocity is maximum in case of pipe at the center line, maximum, but at the surface 0, or that is minimum. Very good. These two classes are very wonderful class. So enjoy each and every second. We know that tau is equal to minus of mu du by dr. Or you can write this negative sign in this equation. In this equation accounts for the fact In a pipe, U decreases as R increases. U decreases as R increases. From this equation, can you write like this? Du by dr is equal to tau divided by minus of mu. Again, we know that tau w by rw is equal to tau by r. From this equation, we can write tau is equal to tau w rw into r. So you will get du by dr is equal to 1 by minus of mu tau w rw into r. We can write like this. Du is equal to minus tau w by rw into mu into r into dr. The value of velocity is 0. Where? Surface. Remember that diagram at rw. The velocity is u. Where? At any r. So u is equal to minus of tau w rw into mu r square by 2 rw to r. U is equal to minus tau w rw into mu r square minus rw square by 2. You can write u is equal to एक माइनस कॉमन 2 rw mu rw square minus r square. If you want to calculate the value of u maximum, to get the value of to get u is equal to u max, then you need to put the value of r is equal to 0, because if you will put the value of r is equal to 0, it means at the center. So value of r is equal to 0. So you will get u max is equal to tau w 2 rw mu into rw square. One rw and rw cancel out. And if you will divide both equations, then you will get u by u max is equal to 1 minus r by rw square. Is it clear? So it is the velocity distribution relation. So this equation is of parabola type. So this equation shows that the in laminar flow, the velocity distribution with respect to the radius. With respect to the radius is a parabola with the apex at the center line. At the center line of the pipe. Now we will derive average velocity. Second one is average velocity. I have two methods to derive it. In most of the time, we will write this equation like this. U by U max is equal to 1 minus R by R square. Capital R means radius of the pipe. I already told you that U average is equal to integration of, tell me, what should I write? We have already derived, we should write in numerator integral of U into dA or V into dA or U into dA. Solve this first because you have already derived a general formula also. First, with the help of that concept, derive and tell me. And then I will tell you next method. Solve fast. The right answer is sir U max by 2. Very good, very good. Sir, I always mucked up this formula. Now I know where this came from. So feeling happy, Saket? Very good. U max by 2 is the correct answer. Very good, Gaurav. U max by 2. Very good. U max by 2 is the correct answer. Only 5 students. Why not others? Last 30 seconds. The average velocity is given by pi r square. Okay, we assumed RW. Pi into RW square. 0 to RW. The velocity U into 2 pi r into dr. The V bar is equal to 2 pi divided by pi into RW square. 0 to RW. At the place of U, we know that U by U max is equal to 1 minus R by RW square. So U max into 1 minus R square by RW square into R into dr. Pi and pi will cancel out. So 2U max by RW square. 0 to RW. R minus R cube by RW square into dr. V bar is equal to 2U max by RW square. R square by 2 minus R to the power 4 by 4 RW square. 0 to RW. The value of V bar is equal to 2U max by RW square. RW square by 2. RW to the power 4 divided by 4 RW square. V bar is equal to 2U max by RW square. RW square by 2 minus RW square by 4. V bar is equal to 2U max by RW square. So it is RW square by 4. This RW square will cancel out. So V bar is equal to U max by 2. So we can say the average velocity. The average velocity is precisely 1/2 the maximum velocity. 1/2 the maximum velocity. Third one is kinetic energy. And momentum correction factor. Kinetic energy and momentum correction factor. Kinetic energy and momentum correction factor. I have already told you the formula of that one. So I will not waste time for deriving it. So I will tell you the direct concept because you know the formula. If you will put the value in formulas, then automatically you will get, because now you are not kids. So the value of alpha for laminar, the value of alpha is equal to 2, and the value of beta is equal to 4 by 3. You have formulas, you have velocity distribution and average velocity. You will get the value of alpha is equal to t and beta is equal to 4 by 3. And there is no need to mention that it is for laminar because everything we are going to get that is for laminar flow only. Last one is again Poiseuille equation. In this first session, I will complete laminar as well as turbulent flow. So again Poiseuille equation. You can also write like that. The value of V bar is equal to tau W RW by 4 mu. And if students have doubts, sir, from where we are going to get this equation, we know that V bar is equal to 1 by S U into ds. So V bar is equal to S pi RW square 0 to RW U into 2 pi R into dr. V bar is equal to 2 pi into pi by RW square 0 to RW and you will put the value of U, that is the value of U is equal to, you already know from this equation, this one tau W by 2 RW mu tau W 2 RW mu RW square minus R square into dr. There should be R also because these are also there now. R into dr. So you will get V bar is equal to 2 and 2 will cancel out, pi and pi will cancel out. This will, this 2 will, this will. So you will get tau W divided by RW cube mu 0 to RW square minus R square into R into dr. Now I have some belief in you that you will solve this equation and you will get V bar is equal to tau W RW by 4 mu. Because in book they directly gave results. So V bar is equal to this one. From this equation, are you able to write like this? Tau W is equal to 4 mu V bar by tau W. Sorry, 4 mu V bar by RW. We have equation 2 by rho tau W by RW into L is equal to delta PS by this equation from where yesterday I derived now. H of Fs is equal to delta Ps by rho is equal to 2 by rho tau W by RW is equal to 4 F L by D V bar square by 2. So you will get, after putting the value of tau W 2 by rho 4 mu V bar by RW 1 by RW into L is equal to delta PS by rho. So you will get this rho and rho will cancel out. We have 8 mu V bar divided by RW square is equal to delta PS by L. Where is mu? Okay, mu is there. At the place of RW, 8 mu V bar D by 2 square delta PS by L. So you will get 8 mu V bar into 4 divided by D square is equal to delta PS by L. So you will get the value of delta PS is equal to 32 mu V bar L by D square. You already mucked up this equation. This equation is known as again Poiseuille equation. Very, very important for gate point of view. And tau W, you can write the value of tau W in terms of diameter 8 V bar D by, sorry, 8 V bar mu by D. The formula you matlab ye F is equal to 16 by RE you will get from this equation. This equation is known as again Poiseuille equation. Now I will derive in which manner you will get F is equal to 16 by RE. From the definition of F, I told you 2 tau W by rho into V bar square. The value of tau W 2 divided by rho into V bar square into 8 into mu into V bar by D. So F is equal to 16 mu into rho into V bar into D. And we know that Reynolds number is equal to D V bar rho by mu. F is equal to 16 by D V bar rho by mu. The formula you mucked up you will get in such a manner. But sir, for us result is important. F is equal to 16 by RE. In such a manner, we covered each and everything for laminar flow. Is it clear? Now we will solve some question, then we will proceed. I hope each and every concept should be clear to each and everyone. Yes or no? The formulas you already mucked up. I hope now you are able to correlate those formulas. If they will ask any intermediate thing, then you will get very good. And now everything is crystal clear, very good. Sir, what is F? You tell me what is F? F is fanning friction factor. Sai Sudarshan, all these equations are only and only for laminar. That's why Hari Keshav, I tried to just merge up all the things so that you are able to understand. Write down question number 7. Okay. One more thing. If you don't want to remember Hagen-Poiseuille equation, then there is no problem. We have one general formula that we have derived. Delta PS by L is equal to 2F rho V bar square by D. This formula is applicable for laminar as well as turbulent flow. Because if the value of F you will put, then you will get answer. Suppose you want to calculate for laminar. Delta PS by L is equal to 2 into 16 by Reynolds number rho V bar square by D. Delta PS by L is equal to 2 into 16 divided by D. Rho and rho will cancel out. 1 V bar will cancel out. So delta PS by L is equal to 32 mu V bar by D square. So the applicability of this formula is very good. So again from this formula you will get this Hagen-Poiseuille equation. If sometimes you will get Hagen-Poiseuille equation, it means it is for laminar only. Write down question number 76, year 2015. Year 2015, if I am right. Just I need to search the question. Write down year 2015. Two different liquids. Two different liquids are flowing through different pipes of same diameter. Of same diameter. In the first pipe, the flow is laminar. The flow is laminar with centerline velocity V max 1, whereas in second pipe, the flow is turbulent. The flow is turbulent or turbulent flow or turbulent flow. The average velocity is 0.82 times the centerline velocity. V max 2 for equal volumetric flow rates. For equal volumetric flow rates in both the pipes. In both the pipes, the ratio V max 1 divided by V max 2 is, fill in the blanks. One marks, easy marks. Very good. Harikeshar, 0.6 is the wrong answer. 211363. 0.61 is the wrong answer. 1.64 is the correct answer. Use your mind. One point five is the wrong answer. Absolutely wrong. How can you get 1.5? Last 30 seconds. Very good, Arvind. Keep it up. Keep it up. It is mentioned in the problem. Q1 is equal to Q2. So we can write A1 into V average 1 or V1 average is equal to A2 into V2 average or laminar. V1 average is equal to V max 1 by 2 for turbulent. It is mentioned in the problem. V2 bar is equal to 0.82 times of V max 2 and the A1 is equal to A2. Cancel out. So V max 1 divided by 2 is equal to 0.82 V max 2. So V max 1 divided by V max 2 is equal to 1.64. V max 1 by V max 2 is equal to 1.64. 1 marks, easy marks. Very good. Write down next. 77. Gate 2014. In case of a pressure driven laminar flow of a Newtonian fluid of viscosity mu through a horizontal circular pipe the velocity of the fluid is proportional to first option mu, second option mu to the power 0.5, third option mu to the power -1, fourth one is mu to the power 0.5 without touching the pen. Which one is correct one? The right answer is third is the correct answer because delta Py is directly proportional to mu to the power -1. Very good. Directly from the Hagen-Poiseuille equation. Question number 78. Gate 2012 for a Newtonian fluid flowing in a circular pipe under steady state condition. Under steady state condition, in fully developed laminar flow, in fully developed laminar flow, the fanning friction factor is the fanning friction factor is first option 0.046, Reynolds to the R minus 0.2, 0.0014 plus 0.125 Reynolds to the power 0.32. Third option 16 by RE, and last option 24 by RE. Again without touching the fan. Which one is correct one? Again third is the correct one. F is equal to 16 by RE. Again 1 marks, Farji marks, means easy marks. Question number 79. GATE 2010. In again equation. Poisson flow through a cylindrical tube. Through a cylindrical tube. The radial profile of shear stresses is first option constant, second option cubic, third option parabolic, and last option linear. Which one is correct one? Again, tau W by RW is equal to tau by L. So which one is correct one? Fourth is the correct answer, linear. Rafiq, how is it possible parabolic? Second, last is the correct answer, cubic or linear. Just check this equation. What is this? Linear or parabolic or cubic? This is the linear relation. So it is the linear relation, not parabolic or cubic. Is it clear? Very good. So it is that they asked not velocity, radial profile of shear stress. Read question carefully. Question number 80. GATE 2016. For a flow through. For a flow through a smooth pipe, the fanning friction vector F is given by F is equal to m into Reynolds to the R minus 0.2 in the turbulent flow regime. In the turbulent flow regime, where RE is the Reynolds number. Where RE is the Reynolds number and M is a constant. And M is a constant. Water flowing through a section of this pipe with a velocity 1 meter per second results in a frictional pressure drop of 10 kilopascal. What will be the pressure drop? What will be the pressure drop across the section in kilopascal when the velocity of water is 2 meter per second? We have option 11.5, 20, 34.8 and 40. Solve it. Nice question. If you will do any mistake, you will get the wrong answer because the wrong answer is also present in the options. The right answer is 34.8 is the correct answer. Very good. Sheldon, everything will be धीरे धीरे. Again, We know that we have general formula. The right answer is this one. We have delta PS by L is equal to 2F rho V bar square by D. Delta PS by L is equal to, at the place of F, M into Reynolds to the power minus 0.8, sorry, 0.2 or 8, 0.2 rho into V bar square by D. Delta PS by L is equal to 2M into D V bar rho by mu to the power minus 0.2 rho into V bar V square by D. Delta PS by L is directly proportional to the power 1.8. You will calculate. So delta PS second, delta PS first, V second, V first bar to the power 1.8. Delta PS second. Initially the pressure drop is 10 kilopascal. The velocity is from 1 to 2 to the power 1.8. One equation, one variable, 2 marks. 34.8 kilopascal. Done, done. Is it clear? Very good, very good. Write down next question. Question number 81. Question number 81, GATE 2017, 2 marks. Oil is being delivered. Oil is being delivered at a steady flow rate. At a steady flow rate to a circular pipe of radius 1.25 into 10 is to power minus 2 meter and length is 10 meter. The pressure drop across the pipe is 500 pascal. The shear stress at the pipe hole is fill in the blanks. 2 marks, easy marks. The right answer is again you are doing mistake. 0.3125 is the correct answer because we know that We know that delta PA by L plus 2 tau by RW is equal to 0. But this is change in not delta pressure drop. Pressure drop will be delta P by L is equal to 2 tau W by RW. So the value of tau W is equal to delta P into RW divided by 2L. The pressure drop is 500 Pascal. Radius is 1.25 into 10 is to R minus 2. 2 into 10. So 0.3125. Newton per meter square is the correct answer. Two marks, easy marks. Question number 82. GATE 2001. Applying a pressure drop. Applying a pressure drop across a capillary. Across a capillary results in a volumetric flow rate Q under laminar conditions. Under laminar conditions. The flow rate for the same pressure drop. The flow rate for the same pressure drop in a capillary of the same length but half of the radius. But half the radius is first option Q by 2. Second option Q by 4. Q by 8 and Q by 16. Solve first. Which one is correct one? Very good. Fourth is the correct one. Because we know that flow rate is directly proportional to R to the power 4. So 2 to the power 4, 1 by 16. Next question 83. Up to this point, now we will solve more question after some time. Is it clear? Very good. Next one is laminar flow in an annulus. Laminar flow in an annulus. The relation between local velocity and radial position for the laminar flow of a Newtonian fluid of a Newtonian fluid through an annular space may be found by the same method. By the same method as that used for laminar flow in a pipe. And the resulting equation is derived by the Bird, Stewart, and Lightfoot, which is given by U is equal to delta PS R naught square divided by 4 mu L 1 minus R by R naught square plus 1 minus K square ln 1 by K ln R by R naught. Where R naught is the radius of outer wall of annulus. K ratio Ri by R naught. Ri radius of inner wall of annulus. For annular flow, the Reynolds number is d naught minus di rho into v bar divided by mu. Where di and d naught are the inner and outer diameters of the annulus, respectively. In such a manner, laminar is finished. Write down next. Turbulent flow in pipes and channels. About turbulent flow, we have already done PhD. Turbulent shear stress, Prandtl mixing length, eddies, deviation velocities, and here we need to discuss only universal velocity profile distribution. First time they asked a question in GATE 2016 or 17 from this section, but they already mentioned in your GATE syllabus that universal velocity profile distribution in our GATE syllabus. And whatever is in our syllabus, that is important for us. Turbulent flow. Write down some points. In turbulent flow, through a closed channel, the velocity at the interface, between fluid and the solid wall is zero. And there are no velocity components. Normal to the wall. We know that the layer which is near to the surface of the wall, that is nearly free from the eddies, and that layer is known as viscous sublayer. Next point. And I have already told you that we have three regions: viscous sublayer, buffer layer, and turbulent core. And the viscous sublayer occupies only a very small fraction of the total cross section, and its thickness is very difficult to calculate. A transition layer exists immediately adjacent to the viscous sublayer, in which both viscous shear and shear due to eddy diffusion exists. And this transition layer is also known as buffer layer. In viscous sublayer only, viscous shear is important. In transition layer, both are important. And in turbulent core only, shear due to eddy diffusion is important. Then the bulk of the cross section of the flow. Or flowing stream is occupied by entirely, turbulent flow, hold the turbulent core, hold the turbulent core, and in turbulent core, viscous shear is negligible. Viscous shear is negligible in comparison with that. In comparison with that form, eddy viscosity. Eddy viscosity. Viscous sublayer, transition layer, and in turbulent form. Is it clear? Very good. Write down some more points. In turbulent flow, as in laminar flow, as in laminar flow, the velocity gradient is zero at the center line. Next point. It is known that the eddies in the turbulent core, the eddies in the turbulent core are large but of low intensity, but of low intensity, and those in the transition zone are small but intense. Are small but intense. Next point. Most of the kinetic energy content, most of the kinetic energy content of the eddies lies in the buffer zone, lies in the buffer zone and the outer portion of the and the outer portion of the turbulent core. And at the center line, the turbulence is isotropic. The turbulence is isotropic. And in all other areas of the turbulent flow region, the turbulence is anisotropic. You know na the meaning of isotropic. Write down the velocity distribution for turbulent flow. Here you need to mug up some equations. Write down. It is customary to express the velocity distribution in turbulent flow not as velocity versus distance, but in terms of dimensionless parameters. Dimensionless parameters defined by the following equations. Defined by the following equations. That is U star is equal to V bar under root F by 2 or is equal to tau W by rho. U positive is equal to U by U star. Y positive is equal to Y into U star rho by mu. Y by mu tau W into rho. Are you feeling that it is looking like a Reynolds number as dV rho by mu, Y U star rho by mu? Where U star is equal to friction velocity. There is no need to do PhD on this. I can also derive all these formula, but there is no need. U positive is velocity quotient. Y positive distance, that is also dimensionless, and Y is equal to distance from the wall. From the wall of tube. Note that Y positive may be considered to be a Reynolds number based on the friction velocity and the distance from the wall and the relationship between Y, R and RW. The radius of the tube is RW is equal to R plus Y. And the equations relating U positive to Y positive are called universal velocity distribution laws. Universal velocity distribution laws. Universal velocity distribution laws. Universal velocity distribution laws. Write down next heading. Universal velocity Distribution laws. For viscous sublayer. For the buffer zone. For the turbulent core. For this Y positive should be less than 5. Y positive should be greater than 5 and less than 30. And Y positive should be greater than 30. For this U positive is equal to Y positive. For this U positive is equal to 5 ln Y positive minus 3.05. I am 100% sure that you are going to study all these things first time. 2.5 ln Y positive. And I have already told you that they will ask easy question from the tough sections and they will ask tough questions from the easy section. And you need to mug up these formulas. I hope you note it down. Yes, Saket, some of them. That is good, Akshat. Write down next. For velocity distribution, V bar by U max for average velocity. One by one plus 3.75 under root F by 2. And the Reynolds number. Friction factor. Low for smooth tubes. One by under root F by 2. 2.5. There is no need to mug just for your sake of knowledge. kinetic and momentum correction vectors. So value of alpha is equal to 1 plus 0.78 f, 15 minus 15.9 under root f, and beta is equal to 1 plus 3.91 f. There is no need to mug up. For turbulent, alpha and beta both are approximately. For turbulent flow, the error is usually small. Very small. If alpha and beta are assumed to be unity, or a Reynolds number of 10 is to power 4, the friction factor for a smooth tube is 0.0079 and alpha is 1.084. And for Reynolds number is equal to 10 is to power 6. The values are f is equal to 0.0029. You can write the value of beta also. The value of alpha is equal to, just you need to mug up only one thing, that for turbulent, alpha and beta both are approximately equal to 1. Finally, this part is also over. Now we will check your syllabus. Tomorrow I will finish your syllabus. Fluid statics finish. Newtonian and non-Newtonian fluid finish. Shell balance including differential form of Bernoulli equation finish. Energy balance finish. Macroscopic friction factor finish. Flow through pipeline system finish. Elementary boundary layer theory finish. Turbulent flow finish. Fluctuating velocity finish. Universal velocity profile finish. Surface tension finish. Pressure drop finish. Is it clear? So all these parts finish. The only remaining part is dimensional analysis and similitude, and flow meters, pump and compressors. After that, we will discuss some Moody chart also, and after that, we will start flow meters. And I will try to finish today flow meters as well as pumps. So today class is very important, and in tomorrow class, I will finish dimensional analysis and similitude, and your FM syllabus will be complete. Nearly 88 questions or 86 or 87 question we have solved. We need to solve nearly more 10 to 15 questions. 100 questions are sufficient to learn any subject. Is it clear? So today your first session is over. Your second session after. No, classes are in continue. This is your first session that is finished. Now second session will be from the 9:30 after 45-minute break, so that you can take your breakfast and you can do your other activities also. Is it clear? So the last point. This is the last point. So you have 45-minute break for all these activity, and then I will take class from 9:30 to 12, 2.5 hour class. And in that 2.5 hour, I will cover that. I forgot one more thing. We need to discuss Cote flow, or we can say the application of the Navier-Stokes equation. That is the flow between parallel plates. So we have a small derivation for that. We will solve that also. Two 1176. My dear, Darcy friction factor is 4 times of the fanning friction factor. That is the Darcy friction factor. Happy? Darcy friction factor is the 4 times of the fanning friction factor. Now your next session will be from 9:30 to 12. Is it clear? So today we have marathon classes, and tomorrow I will finish your complete syllabus of the fluid mechanics. And after 3-4 days or 2-3 days, then we will start your mechanical operation. And within a week, I will complete your mechanical operation also. Cote flow, yes, Cote flow we will also discuss. Is it clear? So I need no only some topics. So remaining topics are tough. No, the remaining topics are very simple topics. Only one topic that is a little bit difficult. That is flow between two parallel plates, because that is a little bit, because that is directly the application of the Navier-Stokes equation, and Navier-Stokes equation is not easy. That fluidized and everything, that is a part of mechanical operation, not fluid mechanics. So we will cover that part in mechanical operation. Argon equation, all these equations that we will discuss in that one. सर थैंक यू सर, नाइस सेशन. आपकी वजह से 4 देंगे इस साल पेपर कंप्यूटर सब एग्जाम में. थैंक यू भाई. इज इट क्लियर? हाँ, that I will, don't worry if I am here, I will cover each and every topic, Argon equation, and related to all those pressure drop equation, also D equivalent equation also. Don't worry for that. If I am here, then don't worry. अरे अभी मैं जिंदा हूँ भाई, टेंशन मत ले. Is it clear? Okay, it is your breakfast break. Thank you very much. Be ready at